It's week 9 of the NFL, and all eyes are on Saquon Barkley. He really helped drive them a week ago with a 3-touchdown game. It's the Giants and the Raiders, and it's all just ahead on Madden NFL 24.
And we are underway at Allegiant Stadium. Amir Abdullah going to take it out of the end zone. Breaks through the count. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. And how about that for some fireworks to start this one?
And the fireworks turned out to be for the kicking team, didn't they?
Yeah.
I mean, go down there, make a play, knock it free, and end up with the football. And for the team who's supposed to have the ball, now their defense has to run out on the field, see if they can slow things down a bit.
A quick scramble for the helmets, and now we switch sides. A really good pickup of 28 yards. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the game.
And he takes it into the end zone for a giant TD. James Robinson, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Giants are on the board first here in Vegas. So a good job there, Charles, taking advantage of the short field, and they score first, punching it in on the short touchdown run.
I love the theme there, right? They didn't have to do anything big on that drive. Took advantage of where they were on the field, took it downfield, put the ball in the end zone. The only thing big on that drive, the 6 on the scoreboard.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Here's Abdullah from his end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Raiders offense heading out with their new man under center for 2023, the former Patriot, former 49er, Jimmy Garoppolo.
And I'll bet he's talking to his guys about resisting the temptation to try and turn this into an up-and-down game, almost like basketball, where both teams press and one team gets an advantage, the other team's trying to run with them, and they're just not equipped for it. Doesn't matter whether you're equipped or not. Just settle in, get calm before you...
There he goes left side. And they do finally get him at the 12. It's a big play there for Vegas. 59 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now Garoppolo on the bootleg. Throw right side caught by O.J. Howard. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up second down. This to Jacobs on the toss right. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. Ouch, could have been a game-tying touchdown. They'll have to hold on that at least for now.
Ouch in a big way, like ripping the Band-Aid off there. Can they let the sting subside and come back and get it done?
And it's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Devontae Adams, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So that drive, 4 plays. Each team's had it, each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. So the Giants getting the football back here for their second drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Throwing Jones. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10. A big play there for the Giants. 56 yards. Now Jones out to his left. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Daniel Jones taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Giants have taken the lead.
What an effort there. Sometimes you hold your breath a bit when you see your quarterback diving for the end zone. You don't want him to land on a shoulder wrong or take a big shot. But he looks none the worse for wear here, and that winds up a touchdown.
Extra point try good by Gano. And that makes the score 14-7. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Here's Abdullah from his end zone. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders. That
guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. Now Garoppolo. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big play that time on the catch and run. And the Raiders are going to get a new set of downs. Here we go. Garoppolo again. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Jacoby Myers, the intended receiver, but it's going to be second down. You talk about this Giant defense. It's quite a unit, #1 in the NFL against the pass.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typically what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Garoppolo looks to throw. And that one to the right side and incomplete.
Yeah, it's still early in the game. No sense taking a chance on 3rd down and forcing one into traffic. So I like the wise play he made there. Get it to the sideline out of bounds where no one's going to have a chance at it.
And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. So now the Giants set to take over on offense. They've gone 2 months without a loss, 8 straight wins for them. And they've got the lead here in this one as well, trying to make it 9 in a row. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he's stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Simply not much more you can ask out of your running back. Over 100 yards and the 3 touchdowns.
And for an old coot like me, I loved it because he did it on the ground. A running back taking control of the game. That's what I like to see.
Hold on. An old coot?
Coot, C-O-O-T.
All right, I'll look that up later. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Now we get a stoppage because a member of the Raiders shaken up on that one. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. Here's a give up the middle. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. 44 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Giant football, and we're ready to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Again, it's Barkley. He'll take this to the 46. So, CD, you look at this offense and what they've been able to do. 8-0, perfect through the first 2 months of the year. Second half of the season still to come. We get that. But what kind of a percentage chance do you think that they have of running the table?
Partner, I think it's hard to say because history would tell us that the chances aren't good at all. We've seen a lot of good teams get to this point, and then they have that one bad week and takes them out of the running. I'm going to say 25%, and I feel like I'm being generous with that number.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Now Saquon Barkley. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Barkley is going backwards as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Steps away. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on 2nd down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for it first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
And Barkley did not get there. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. They'll run for it with Barkley. And this time he is in.
Yes.
Saquon Barkley punching it in from a yard away. And the Giants' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. This defense held out as long as they could, but ultimately the running game wears them down from the 1-yard line.
And that gets set up throughout the entire drive, doesn't it? And when you put those big bodies and determination into that carry, the end result, touchdown.
Gano the extra point, and it's now 21-7. So that drive goes a full 80 yards in 10 plays. And it ends with a Saquon Barkley touchdown run. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Here's Abdullah from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Las Vegas' offense back out there ready to go. The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. From the 24 now, here's a 2nd and 5. Throwing now is Garoppolo. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Bobby Okereke. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. That's now a 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. The offense takes the field, and we turn our attention to Saquon Barkley. You see the numbers, all those carries. If you get that many carries in the drive, you better finish it with a touchdown. And And he did.
Yeah, and deservedly so, right? Because we've seen times like the Carolina Panthers, sometimes Jonathan Stewart to carry the ball all the way down, and then Cam, he's such a great goal line runner, he'll carry it in. But in this case, though, that didn't happen. The fellow lugging the load, he's the one who got to reap the reward.
Yeah, there was no touchdown vulture here. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Ball on the 27. Here's a 2nd and 8. On the run, it's Barkley. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
Jones keeps it himself, and he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And when all you want to do is keep your drive going, the quarterback sneak's a great call, isn't it? Pick it up, get a new set of downs.
And on 3rd down, usually you think 4th down quarterback sneak. There, though, it worked on 3rd. A first down carry for Barkley. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 117 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and knocking on the door again on drive number 4. Rolling to his left. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Daniel Jones in the final seconds of the first half. And the Giants will extend their lead here just before halftime.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. So we come upon halftime here with the visiting Giants out on top. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, all right, Brandon, thank you very much. Hi again, everyone. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the NFL.
Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the 3rd quarter and continue this midseason contest. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the 3rd quarter. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
Running again with Barkley on second down. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. That one 28 yards on the ground. With that last effort, he topples the 5,000-yard mark for his career.
And that doesn't place you among the absolute greats that have ever played the game, but it's a significant achievement and a very, very solid career.
Now it's Barkley. Dances by him, and he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now we've got a Giant player here, slow to get up after that last play. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. This is Barkley. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short. Barkley, inside handoff. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Giants take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Gano for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it's capped off by a touchdown run from Saquon Barkley. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Here's Abdullah from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Bobby Okereke. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
But it certainly feels like this defensive group has figured this guy out to the tune of a big lead in this one. And you know that he's frustrated with how this game has gone. And now with back-to-back interceptions, he's got to find a way to get out of his own head and start making better plays.
Saquon Barkley and the Giants offense set to kick off their next drive. He's closing in on 200 yards on the ground with the fourth quarter still to come. We're in the third. Good shot to get there.
And now he's got to make sure he convinces his coaching staff to leave him out there and keep touching the ball, because when you've had that kind of a day.
And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his third touchdown of the game, 10th on the year. And the Giants are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. A familiar refrain, a turnover leads to a touchdown, and that lead grows even wider now here in this third quarter.
Yeah, partner, I'd say there are a lot of grins breaking out on that sideline because, let's face it, they came in thinking they were in for a real fight in this game, but this one's been about as one-sided as we've seen in a while. In addition, if you're a backup, time to start stretching and loosening up. You may get some playing time in this one.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Here's Abdullah from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Raiders offense ready to go. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Garoppolo. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the third quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. That is caught, and he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
That's good for Las Vegas. First and 10.
Now a play fake, Garoppolo. Johnson's got it complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's first and 10. Running the toss here to Jacobs. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
Inside the red zone, and that means don't come away from there with anything less than 3 points, but everyone's thinking about 6. They're trying to get to the end zone. They decide to run a toss. Big people up front being mobile and moving, and a running back.
Touchdown! Davante Adams with career touchdown number 91. He joins a group that includes Tony Dorsett and Isaac Bruce, among others. And the Raiders are able to at least get one score back. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The offense takes the field, and we turn our attention to Saquon Barkley. He has had a whale of a game. In the third quarter, you're already over 200 yards. I don't know what more he can do at this point.
Not a whole lot, and what he has found is that zone that we always talk about, where every carry feels great. Every carry potentially is a sprint to the end zone. And all he wants to do is ride it as long as this game goes on.
Yeah, now he's just thinking 300 yards maybe. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. They keep it with Barkley on first down. And he's got some space here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Okay, here we go.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll go to Barkley again.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
He'll get 15 and a Giants first down.
A gain of 15. First down.
Up the middle with Barkley. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards.
Well, we're beyond the tone setting right now. This guy's been the bell cow all day, and they'll continue to rely on him to move the chains, drain the clock, and lead his team.
On the move to his left. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Daniel Jones, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Giants add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Well, Charles, they had the comfortable lead, and now it's even more comfortable. Another score here in the fourth quarter to grow that lead.
Part, I think your initial reaction is surprise when you see a team piling it on this late in the blowout. But there are plenty of coaches who also think that if you pull up completely and stop trying to play the game, it shows disrespect to their opponent. So they don't want to embarrass them. They continue to let their players go for it.
Here's Abdullah from his end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Over the middle, he's got Mayer. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. It's another first down as this time they get an even 20. Garoppolo now. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll make it second down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and 4 at the Giants' 37-yard line.
Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. Caught on the right side by Adams. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 24-yard line. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Throwing on first is Garoppolo. He finds his man complete. It's Jacobs. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Here's a 2nd and 5.
21.
There's Garoppolo to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he will be brought down, but a 1st and goal coming up as we have come upon the 2-minute warning. A nice pickup of 17 yards.
Here we go. 1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
And yet again, it's Garoppolo. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. Carlson on for the PAT. And that'll cut the lead down to 28. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it was Hunter Renfrow who capped things off with a touchdown reception. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. And the Giants ready to come out now. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football, because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Another touchdown here in the fourth quarter, and Charles, I think we can start to consider that this undefeated streak of theirs is going to be safe for another week.
And partner, you don't make it this far into a season without a loss unless you're getting contributions from both sides of the ball and sometimes even your special teams, and that's been true today. Each side helping guide them to this late lead.
Jones and that Giant offense looks like they're going to stay right there and go for two. They'll try and throw for it. Out to his left. And boy, talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack on two more.
But I guess when you're hot, you're hot. I mean, I would just go ahead and take the extra point and move on, but apparently they've got something to prove. Almost feels like something was said this week, and they wanted to make sure that they laid it on them in this game.
To kick off for New York.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Here's Abdullah from his end zone. And ultimately he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Now the Vegas offense heading back out there. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long from Las Vegas.